Have you ever felt ready to change your life, only to watch the road close right in front of you? Eli stood at the edge of his village before sunrise and whispered to himself that this was the day everything would change. He packed bread, water, and a small bundle of clothes. His mother wrapped a rough cloak around his shoulders, kissed his forehead, and prayed for his safety. With a hopeful smile, Eli walked toward the main road at the river outside the village. His heart sank. The old wooden bridge had collapsed during the night. Wild water rushed past, dragging broken planks away. The workers shook their heads. It would take days to fix. Eli turned back home, his steps slow, his chest heavy. That night, he stared into the dark and wondered why the way forward had closed so suddenly. Weeks later, the bridge was repaired. Eli saved a few coins and prepared again. Just as he tied his sandals, his younger sister burst in crying. Their father had fallen from a ladder. Eli ran outside and found him on the ground, unable to stand. The healer said he must not move for some time. Eli looked at his bundle, then at his father's face. After a long breath, he unpacked everything and stayed. Days turned into months. Eli worked the fields, carried water, and helped his father heal. At night, he sat under the same small lamp, feeling as if the world itself was pushing back against his dreams. First the bridge, then his father. He began to believe that every door was closed on purpose. When his father finally walked again, hope returned. A caravan was coming through, and they needed a strong helper. This was his chance. But on the morning he planned to leave, he found his only donkey lying stiff and swollen in the yard. Without it, he could not reach the crossroads in time. Eli knelt beside the animal and whispered a question into the dust. Why does every door close when I try to move forward? To clear his head, he walked into the fields. There he met Dara, an old woman known for her quiet wisdom. She saw his face and asked what weighed on his heart. The words poured out of him. Every plan, every failure, every doubt. Dara listened without interrupting. When he finished, she handed him two small seeds. Plant one on the hard path you walk every day, she said. Plant the other by the stream, where the soil is soft. Then wait. Eli did as she asked. Weeks passed. Life went on. One morning, he returned to the field. On the path, nothing had grown. The ground was cracked and dry. By the stream, a small green plant stood firm, its leaves bright in the light. Dara stood nearby and asked what he saw. Eli answered slowly. One seed had died. The other had lived because the ground was ready. Dara nodded. She told him that sometimes our plans fail not because we are wrong, but because the place we choose cannot hold what we are meant to become. Closed roads are not always rejection. Sometimes they are protection. Something settled inside Eli. He cared for the small plant. Seasons passed, and it grew into a strong tree. Travelers rested in its shade. Eli built a simple shelter beside it and left water for strangers. The place became known as a safe stop on the road. Years later, a caravan stopped there. The leader was grateful for the kindness and promised Eli steady support for his family. Eli never became the traveler he once dreamed of. Instead, the road came to him. Now, If your plans feel like they keep falling apart, remember this. What feels like delay may be preparation. What feels lost may be growing roots. Do your work with patience. Trust that the right ground will hold you when the time is right.